Guys, it's Reborn Special 32 here. Now Harry's just done this really strange thing. Obviously I was just getting him ready for bed and I was about to sort of do a video for you guys, and all of a sudden he's sort of come, quite a way out of his shell, and he's like leaning on his, his large front claw and his two big feet. And yeah, he's literally, there's only like a tiny bit left of him that is inside his shell. So I don't quite know what he's up to. As you say, this is possibly normal for him, but we just don't always get to see these sort of things. But obviously very much for today he's been, inside his shell, and obviously in this space, obviously he seems to like this space. He was over by the heater first thing, and then has spent most of the day over here. Obviously he's still, whether you can see under like the tummy, I can see through the camera, so you should be able to see there's like a white thing underneath him. That is his food. Now that's obviously what I gave him earlier in the feeding video, and obviously he's only eaten a little bit, and then he seems to keep the rest of it under him. Obviously when he was in the other tank he obviously felt that he had to protect his food from the fish. Maybe this is just something that they do in the wild. Look, you can see him even with his claw moving it now slightly. So whether he's going to go back in, whether that was something to do with I don't know really. Yeah, he seems to have literally pulled himself mainly out of the shell, whether you can see. Yeah, and obviously he's still got his bit of food. So possibly I've gave him too much food, but I was also thinking that possibly in the morning they might have fed him. Obviously when picked him up, at lunchtime. So I can only suggest that maybe he was fed, and this is why he hasn't really wanted to eat, too well today, which is absolutely fine, because obviously tomorrow, I'm not going to feed him. Obviously, especially if this is still there for him to, eat in the night, that will still fill his tummy up, because they suggest that you don't feed them every day, it's every other day. So, yeah, I suppose the next time he will be fed will be one day. Yeah, it's just very strange. But I thought I would share this with you. It's like he's exercising or something. But I'm sure in a minute he will, put himself back in his body. What are you up to, Harry? What are you doing? Harry! Harry, what are you doing? You're going to say hello to everyone? No? Alright then guys, I just thought I would share with you what Harry's up to. It does look quite strange, but I'm sure he knows why. So yeah. While I'm here, I might as well. Nayla has got this lovely blanket she found, and she said that she feels Harry needs a blanket tonight. So she asked me if I could give him a blanket, and I said that would be fine. And obviously he needed a cuddly, so she suggested the little crab. It is very, very sweet. So yes, that's Harry's little toy and his blanket for tonight if he wishes. So possibly when it's bedtime, I would have thought for him in the next hour I'm going to turn off his light and then possibly cover his tank, just so that in a little at the front, so that Nayla feels when she wakes up, she can come and remove his blanket and things like that. She will enjoy that. And obviously Bailey too. Bailey hasn't really taken to him. She's just not really interested. She'd rather go off and play with her toys or read a book or do some colouring. So that's absolutely fine. So I think that he's going to be more of Nayla and Mummy's pet. But yes, so there he is. And once again, I'm really hoping to see him more active tomorrow. Maybe even being daring enough to go on his bridge. So yeah, there he is, guys. Obviously, it's not a great position of him from this angle, but again, I just wanted to show you how most of his body is out of his shell. Alright then, guys. Thanks for watching. Say bye, Harry. Night night. That was Harry's nighttime routine.